Yo, 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 what's up? This is Jeremy from Judge Innovation Garage in the Peach capital of the state, baby. What's everybody doing today? I was debating on whether to go live, but here I be. There he goes. There he went. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. So, I hear that fan running. I have got it about 72 degrees in here, and it's killing me. But I've been doing a little bit of fiberglass work, so I need the temperatures up, so that stuff will cure. I'm gonna show you what I've been doing. Today's been one of them days. Probably tomorrow, probably this week, and all the way to like February 7th. It's probably gonna be one of them funky days, and just gonna be what it is. So, I worked a little bit on the square body behind me. Took the dash out. Watched a bunch of videos last night. I've watched them before, just revisited them, checking out some stuff, different people. I always go back to Sprayway Customs. He's got like 250,000 subscribers, and the video that I've watched several times, he's fiberglassing or fixing a dash pad and a square body and a Monte Carlo and a box Chevy. But the one for the square body, it's got like 800,000 views, which is crazy. But he's always posting wild, crazy stuff, and very informative. I mean, very informative. I got thinking about it. The dash in this truck is not as bad as I've seen stuff that he's fixed or whatnot, whatever. So I called today to ask about a dash. So got different prices from different places, but basically a stock replacement dash for this truck. It's like $650, then shipping and all, and it's oversized, so it's going to be oversized shipping, and then whatnot. So you're looking like $750 to $800. Yeah, that would look killer in a square body, but just not this square body. So I took the dash pad out. I ground everywhere it was busted. I did some shorts. Everywhere it was busted, I V'd them out, cleaned it all out, buzzed the whole thing down with 80 grit, filled in the cracks with foam, low density foam, because that's what it is anyway. I don't want a lot of weight. Low density foam. I ground that down with 80 grit. I shaped it, and then I wrapped it in fleece. I stapled the fleece to it. They did not have any spray 3M contact cement spray or any Loctite. They were out, so I just made do. So I pulled the fleece pretty tight. I stapled the fire out of it, and then mixed up some resin. Poured the resin on it. I actually used 2 quarts. That stuff is not cheap. It's like $25 a quart, so that's $50. So I'm trying to keep up with it. So got $50 in resin, got the hardener. I think that was another $15, so that's $65. A can of spray foam was $5, so now we're up to $70. And then a yard and a half of fleece was $10, so roughly about $85. And then another idea, alligator skin dash with a head in the corner. Man, you got some crazy ideas. Maybe that's for a rat rod or something. That's some crazy ideas. Yeah, sitting over there looking. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. So roughly I got about $100 in material, if you think about it. So you got $50 in resin, about $15 in hardener, so that's $65. Then $10 in fleece, so $75, and then $5 in a can of foam spray, so you got $80. So got about an hour. I'm keeping up with the time, about an hour. So shop rate $85 an hour, but this truck's for my son, so it don't matter, but the bill still has to be paid. So $85 an hour, so just say 8 and 8, 16. So I got $175 in it so far. So if I bought a new dash, or he bought a new dash, they only come in black, and he's going to have the interior in this truck a dark orange leather. So if we bought a brand new dash for $700-800, it's in black. Then you're gonna have to rewrap it in leather, so that's gonna be a couple $100. So you're gonna have at least $1,500 in a dash, a brand new dash, and then you're gonna wrap it. So since we're gonna wrap the dash in leather, the dash it don't matter what color the dash is, it just needs to be fixed. So the guy that he wants to do the interior said, I can fix the dash or you can fix it. If I fix it, it's gonna cost. So I said, hey, you know what? Today's a good day. Let's just see what happens. So that's what I did. I got the dash, took out of the truck. I'm gonna show you. Out of the truck, I grind all the crack spots, I beat it out, I filled it in with foam, I sanded the foam down, I laid felt over the whole, or fleece over the whole dash, mixed up the resin, poured the resin on there, 32 ounces, so 64, yeah, I think that's it, a quart, yeah, 32 ounces. So I'll just show you what I got going on. But it is warm in here. So, here's, took the dash out. Don't want to set on none of this stuff. Don't want to break it because we're going to reuse all this stuff. Don't want to break none of that, that's for sure. And also, if you got a aftermarket dash, it's aftermarket, and you don't know if it's going to actually fit the truck the way it needs to fit the truck because it's aftermarket. So that's another thing. And this is the original dash. I mean, that's a stamp code. There's a stamp code on the bottom of it. These little speakers right here, they've seen their better days. So I was reading that probably gonna run kickers, all kicker stuff in this truck, maybe. Either kicker or JBL, but kicker has more options on speakers and stuff like that. So these little speakers right here, a kicker speaker will fit right in there without trimming the dash. So I'm gonna order them today so I can take the ring that goes on the speaker and cut it in the dash and mold a pocket for the ring to set down in there. So also I'm gonna go ahead and take the radio out. I might even go ahead and take the heater box out. Go ahead and take it out, get it out of the truck. Take the controllers out, because I know a guy that wants to put air conditioner in his truck, and we're going to go with vintage air because we don't have no room in the engine bay. So I'm going to take all this stuff out and see if Patrick wants to buy this. I'm going to take the original radio out because we're going to do something different. Also with the gauge cluster, I'm going to pull the gauge cluster out and replace all the bulbs in it because some of the bulbs are bad. And we'll go from there. So, boys form. So here's the dash. Like I said, oh yeah. Also, I left that long because I'm gonna take the cutoff wheel and cut all that off. But yeah, boy, she's getting there. She is getting there. So, excuse me. So once I'm gonna let this dry until tomorrow. I mean, it's getting there. But, and like I said, this is the original dash because it had the stamp code still on it right there. I covered up all the vents. I'll take my Dremel. Yeah, that's what's up, Woody. What's up, everybody? Yeah, 420. It's a lot of work, but I know this dash fits because it come out of the truck. It was just cracked and busted, but I filled in. Like I said, I did it in a short. So what I'll do is I'll let this dry until tomorrow. I'll buzz this down with an 80 grit, and then I got one or two things I can do. One, a lot of guys are taking fiberglass shards, mixing it up in a bucket, and then laying fiberglass mat down. Some guys are taking fiberglass mat, laying it down, and then soaking it. And then they're doing that, then they're grinding it down, and then they're spreading filler down, or Bondo, or 3M Platinum filler, whatever. They're sanding it down, making it slick, epoxying it, sanding it again, epoxy it again, or primer, and then water sand it and paint it. Well, I'm not painting this dash, so I'm not sure that I'm going to have to put fiberglass matting down on it, because that fleece is a good base. I'm not sure. I might be able to just mix up 3M Platinum filler and skim the whole dash, because that's a good foundation. I'm just going to have to do some checking. I'm gonna reach out to Baby Legs and see what he says. I mean, he's a fiberglass guru. I'm gonna see what he says, and if he says no, put mesh down or put some fiberglass matting down, I'll do that and buy some more resin. So that's going to up the charge. That'll raise the price up again, because I have to buy 2 more quarts, and that stuff's like $25 a quart, and then we'll go from there. But you can wrap over the fleece. Okay, so this is what I want to do, Woody. This is what I want to do, Woody. I want to sand this, and then I want to skim it, because I got to make it flat. I got to make it slick, because if I wrap it in leather, whatever the foundation looks like, that's what but if they're going to wrap it with a pad, then I just need to get it slick. So I need to email the upholstery guy and ask them how do they need it, because also where the speaker, I got to cut the vents out, where the speakers were, like the stock speakers, like right here. I can do this now. So I filled on. So I need to cut this out. I need to cut this out for the defroster. This is the other vent for the other speaker. I need to cut this out. That's the vent for the other defroster. I need to cut that out. And I need to cut out this hole here. I'm gonna trim all this back too. Need to cut this hole out here for the VIN, and that hole there needs to be cut out for the other speaker. Let me turn this back over. I don't want it to stick. So that's that. I'd use 1/4-inch foam under the leather after you body work it. That's what I needed to know. So let me ask this, Woody. So if I sand all this down and get it flat, right? Are you saying that that will be sufficient after I cut all the holes? I might have to fiberglass with some fiberglass strand around the, the holes to smooth them out. And, I got to grind some of this and whatever, and clean this up here. Are you saying once they wrap it in it'll be 1/4-inch foam, then the leather, that will take up any imperfections? Is that what you're telling me? Because once I get it sanded back down, I don't know, I might not put it back in the truck. I might just leave it out. I'm not. Smoother the better. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Smoother the better. All right, so here's so a little update on this. I've ordered some bus bars. I found them on Amazon. So I am going to, I put in this ground right here, this heavy ground. This is a 1/0 gauge wire. This heavy ground goes up to the alternator because, I'm going to run 3 alternators. I'm working on a bracket to run 3 alternators. Y'all just wait till y'all see that bracket. It is crazy. So I've ordered some bus bars with covers. I found some that are actually marine they're for boats, and they are 1/4-inch copper, and they have covers over them. So I found those on Amazon the other night, just looking. I found those, so that's great. I got those coming, so I can get rid of this one and this one and go from there. Let's see what else I got going on. Yeah, look at this is the foam, the cracks and stuff. That's what I used right there. I filled in the cracks with the foam, and then when it dried, I took a razor blade and cut it down close, and then I took my DA with 80 grit and shaped it. Also, I'm going to cut, well, not cut them, but where's it at? I'll show you the resin that I used. So I bought this, which, if nobody knew, 3M owns Bondo. Bondo's a brand. 3M's a brand. 3M bought Bondo out. So I bought this. This was $25 for 28 ounces. They call it a quart. So 32 ounce, that was $25. I had this one, which was $25. And then I bought 2 packs of hardener, liquid hardener, and then I weighed it out on the scale when I mixed it. So that's that. Also, I have some of this that I can spread over it. And also, I have, y'all like my stand? I have that too. So I have that jelly resin that once I sand this down, I can skim it with that because I got it. You know what I mean? I got it. I think I did an update yesterday on this belt. I emailed the company quick and told them about that. There was somebody that asked a question after the live was posted. They want to know what transmission was in this thing. It is a 5-speed. It is a 5-speed. And let's go over here and sit down. I believe my pants have seen the better days. Every pair of my pants, let me show you. I have sewn patches. I have took pairs of pants that are just destroyed, cut cut them up and then patched these pants. These are holes that get ripped in these pants from in the shop. And just, I think I just need to break down and buy me some nice red cap pants, because I caught the edge of the pocket on these today and ripped the ass end of them out, like SpongeBob. I think I ripped my pants, like literally. I'll show you. Hold on, I'll show you. Where's it at? Let me find it. Yeah, right there. Look. Right there. I ripped my pants. Like SpongeBob. I ripped my pants. What's up, JG? So, I have patched my pants to death. And they have wore so thin, I just wear them out. Just wear them out. I also talked to Excess Power today, batteries. And I told them what I was doing. And they told me that if I had the room, run a D7500. If I had the room, run three 7500s. They said run, what's up, Anonymous? They said run 3 D7500s if I had the room. If I didn't have the room, run 4 D6500s. So I'm going to look up and see how big they are, and kind of see where I might end up putting, I might put one on this side and one on this side. What's up, 87SS boy? What's up? So I might put one on that side and one on that side in the bed. And then if that's the case, that will equal the weight out, because I looked up the weight roughly real quick. They're like 50 pounds a piece. So if I put one on that side and one on that side, that's 50 on that side and 50 on that side. I got a battery up here on this side of the truck, which is that D1200, which is 50 pounds. And then the third battery I could put on that side of the truck on the frame rail. And you're like, Jay, that's a lot. That's a lot of wire. And that is a lot of wire. That is a lot of wire. So, I don't know. Well, let me just get it. So, might have to just, I don't know. Might have to do a little bit of configuration. I mean, might have to change some stuff around. I mean, honestly. So, I got to thinking about it. This stuff is not set in stone where it's at. I mean, I got plenty of hose I can move and plenty of wiring. The batteries for the stereo, 15,000 watts. I got to come out of this daggone hoodie. Man, I don't keep my shop this hot, and I'm about to die. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So, like I said, I have room. I mean, I can move this compressor over. I mean, I can move it over, and I could probably put, if the battery could fit in between that rail and that rail, I could put one battery there and one battery there. And then, I mean, I just put those up there temporarily. I mean, we can move these, right? Because this stuff is just temp. Move this over and put another battery there and another battery there. So that would be 4 batteries. So that'd be, if they're 50 pounds a piece, so that'd be 100 pounds on this side and 100 pounds on this side. How many caps are you gonna run? What kind of caps? What you talking about? then that would get it at the back, and then I could just run the power wire. I could just run all the battery cables. I could run back here to tie these two batteries together, and then they could do whatever. I could get them in, I could bolt them down, or no capacitors. That's what the batteries are for. They are D6500s and D7500s. That the capacitor days, I have been told that capacitors are pretty much old technology. So the man, I hope my nose don't start bleeding. Y'all just gonna have to hold tight. So, oh yeah, she's a bleeding. Oh yeah, like a sift. Y'all just gonna have to hang tight. So I got severe allergies, like severe, and that's why I don't like keeping it hot, especially winter time. The air's dry. Boy, oh boy. I knew I could feel it running down the back of my throat. So, y'all just gonna have to bear with me for a second. So, Woody, I was told that capacitors are old technology, because to run a capacitor, you have to have it like 400 farads. And then the new technology is lithium ion, and they store a lot of power, but it's not recommended to mix lithium ion with AMG batteries. And if you do, you have to put an interfacer regulator in between the two, so the AMG battery don't pull down the lithium battery, because the lithium battery rests at like 15 volts and the AMG rests like at 13.9. And what will happen is the AMG will pull down the lithium ion batteries to level out. So I talked to Excess Power today, and their power guy, David, he emailed me back and he said, if you're going to stick with AMG batteries, because you already bought a D1200, which is like 4,000 watts of power to run the truck, I suggest running a D6500. If you could run D7500s, run 3. If you can't run those, run 4 6500s. So I said, okay, great. Well, a D6500 is $450. Is how much one battery is. So when he seen my email was a shop email, he emailed me back and said, would I be interested in a dealer program? What's up, Dusty Country? I'm over to the side because I'm going to show you. My nose started bleeding. So I got to get it to stop bleeding. So, because I got it so damn hot in here. And I got allergies bad, hay fever allergies bad, and the air is dry. Because I'm trying to dry this fiberglass. So, if I have to buy 4 batteries, and they $450 a piece, that's $2,000 in batteries. That's a lot of cabbage. That's a lot of dust. That's a lot of money. So if I can get a dealer program and get them cheaper, that's what I'll do. So they said you got to run at least 2 alternators. So I'm building a bracket to hold 3 alternators, but if I only have to run 2, then I can just run 2. So JS Alternators has 400 amp alternators. So, so David said from Excess Power, he said to run 1 alternator for the truck battery, which is the D1200, and then run 1 alternator for 2 batteries, or run the other 2 alternators for the other 4 batteries, and that will give you. God damn it! You would think you would only do 2 what? A stew like stoop, heavy, fresh garlic, spuds, beef broth, helps winter out of sorry, not cart. Oh no. Everything is welcome here, buddy. As long as it's not nothing bullying us. Hey, it ain't got to be car talk. It can be anything. So, well, they're telling me, I agree with you on that, but I'm going to make the bracket, because nobody makes a bracket for a 4.3 V6, which is basically a small block minus 2 cylinders, to run multiple alternators. They just don't. So if I build a bracket that could run 2 alternators or 3 alternators, but not put 3 alternators, but just put 2 alternators, then I'll be fine. But let's say something happens and I need more power, then I have that option. Y'all just wait till y'all see this bracket. I don't want to show it right yet because it's in the development stages, but you just wait till y'all see this bracket. This thing is crazy looking. So, you're right, Skate Punk. If I could run 2 alternators, one 400 amp for the truck, and then the other 400 for the batteries, I think I'll be fine. Because I watched this thing the other night. This physicist, was talking about alternators and power. And he was an audio guy too. And he said, if a Honda Civic, he said, I'm just going to throw some numbers out there. If a Honda Civic has a 100 amp alternator, 70 amps of that alternator has to run the car, a stock car. And if you put an amp in there, that's a 1,000 watt amp. It's going to need more than 30 amps. So when it hits base, it's going to take its 30, whatever else it needs, and that's why your lights dim. So that's where Woody said capacitors. I mean, I had capacitors in my little Toyota mini truck, and I can't recall what they were at the time, but I had like 6 or 7 of them. I can't remember. And my headlights would still dim, but the more I think of it now, I never had the alternator upgraded, so it really didn't matter. I think I'm good. I didn't use so much toilet paper, it ain't even funny. So let's say, so this bracket that I'm looking at, or this bracket that I'm working on, is going to put 1 alternator here, 1 alternator here, and 1 alternator here. And then I'm going to run the 3 big wires, they call it the big 3, and tie it all together. Well, and we'll go from there. So, did you say 4.3? Yep, 4.3 V6, all day, every day. Yes, sir. Right there, look. Hold on. Yep, right there, see? Hold on. Yep. 4.3 V6. Runs like a sewing machine. So, that's that. And the only reason why I want to keep with excess power batteries and not go with the red top, the red top don't have the power that I need. And 2, I've already got an excess power battery on this truck because the battery relocating kit, the stock brackets would crack. Oh yeah. Yeah, them brackets ain't no good right there. What I'm saying, is I'm making new brackets. I've made templates. I'll show you the templates. So the big bracket is gonna be big. Y'all just bear with me. Just trust the process. So the battery. See, there's the other battery right there, and it's a D1200. So, you know, I was skeptical on this bracket here from Quick. It's out of aluminum, and I was very skeptical of it. But I mean, she's rock solid. She's rock solid. So it will have tensioners or idlers, and it have tensioners that will be on this one. We're supposed to be in the 60s, high 60s this week. 60, 62, 65. There's one day it's supposed to be like 70. So for the next 10 days, it's going to be up in the high 60s. And I'm going to get this thing out of the shop so I can pressure wash it and clean it. But I'm going to make a cover to cover that so I don't spray no water in the cab. So I can get all this oven cleaner and stuff off of it. I was planning on doing it when I sprayed it, but then it started sleeting and snowing. So, and then my pressure washer broke, and I had to take it to the shop to get it fixed because it backfired and it blew the diaphragm out of the carburetor, and they had to fix it because it wouldn't crank. But that's that. So glad to catch you 2 days in a row. Me too. So back to the truck. Like I said, back to the truck. Oh, my battery's low. So those little kicker speakers will fit right in those little holes. So I'm gonna pull the gauge cluster, replace all the bulbs. I got some bulbs, so all the lights work. I'm gonna be very, very careful because I do not want to break that string right there. And then I'm gonna take the stock air conditioner box out and then that's about it. Yeah. But we'll go. Let's go back over here. Yeah, here's the gauge cluster. It's in it's in really good shape. It's not broke. It's got a little crack right there, but this piece right here actually comes out. I think this inlay comes out because you can buy these inlays. I wonder if that other inlay just goes right over top of that, but nevertheless, see, I told you my nose is bleeding. I told you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's getting there, boys and girls. She's getting there. Let's go over and check this battery, this red top. Oh yeah, she's good and charged. So we'll unplug it. I don't like leaving battery chargers on. So that battery's charged. I'll change that out. I got to take that back for a core. And we'll go from there. Whew. Yeah, so I think that's about it, boys and girls. Let's go over and see what the temperature is in there. I'm telling you, it's hot. I'm telling you, it's hot, 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 hot. I told you, 70 degrees in here. I don't normally keep it that hot in here. I don't. About 60 is where I like it. So, but anywho's, I don't know. Oh, you did? Did you want to sell it, or you just selling parts? Ooh, let's sit down. Be on here for just a few more minutes. I just sold a gauge one. I appreciate it. I really do. Trying to get them numbers up. That's about all I got tonight, fellas. If anybody ain't got no questions or nothing, I'm gonna go ahead and, as they say, wrap it up. The only only used it for mock-up for a while, and I fixed my original one. Oh, okay, good deal. Good deal. If anybody don't have any questions or anything, like I said, if you're new to the channel, today is January 27th, 2025. I lost my son January 27th, 2019, but the official day on his death certificate is the 28th. So today is a crappy day. So I'm just, that's where I'm at. Probably be like that tomorrow, but I stay out here in the shop like 99% of the time. So, appreciate that, skate punk. So, yeah, that's what the Forever Six scholarship. Asked me about Owen, remember Owen. That's what all those hashtags mean. If you're new to the channel, it's my way of trying to process it. So, and he's buried on our property. So, go see him every day. Build a big ass gazebo, and matter of fact, if you want to put something for surreal in your life, when you sit in a gazebo, and I'm sitting here looking at my son's gravestone, and it's a big gravestone. It's like I think it's like 5 foot. It's 5 foot wide, like 3.5 foot tall. It's like 12, 14 inches thick, big headstone. And the reason why it's so big is because my name is right beside it. So I'm sitting there looking at my son's grave, where it has his name, birthday, and all that stuff, and then directly beside it is mine. If that don't snatch your soul out, I don't know what will. But boys and girls, I'm gonna get off here. I think somebody's blowing the horn outside. It might be a FedEx truck, a UPS truck, but I appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button. Remember I said, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, out, and chicken grease. I'm out.